Alright, so I don't have anything scripted for this video, it's just I just wanted to make something and I didn't really want to play any games and I was kind of thinking about something I could make a video on and I thought, you know what, why not show off and kind of rank my playing card collection. I don't have like a large playing card collection, but I have a couple and I'm a fan of playing cards, so I figured, you know, share that about me, put that out there and just I don't know, make something small, I guess. So I guess without further ado, we'll get into it. First deck of cards we're looking at, and this is in order of um, least favorite to most favorite. Maybe at the end of the video, I'll kind of rethink if there's something I decide that there's something that I like more than another one. But until then, I have all of my cards separated, or not separated, but off to the side in the order of least favorite to most favorite. First up here we have the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation playing card deck set. I think my dad found this somewhere in um, the old house we were living in, and this is my least favorite because I've honestly never seen the movie. Um, so there's that. Um, that's really it. Is I have no like real connection to these cards. Um, so here, what they turn them around a little bit. Here's what the deck kind of looks like. Here's the jokers. If I can handle them right. So for anyone who's seen this movie, I'm sure I don't know, you might think these are pretty cool, but I'm really not a I don't really know about this, so yeah. Um, all right. Also, I don't know who makes them. I'm sure I could look on the box. I really don't care to right now, but the I'm a big card feel person. I love the way like a playing card feels. Especially like the name brand ones, and these don't have that nice feel. Um, so not only do not really have a connection to these cards, but also just they don't feel good to handle. So um, least favorite deck I own. Um, yeah. Also, uh, normally I think playing cards will have like a small cut on the sides. I'll show you that later. Where like this kind of folds open to get the cards easier. This doesn't have that, so they're kind of harder to get out. So also just the because of that, it's not not great. So that's why it's the lowest here. Put that off to the side, I guess. Put it over here. All right, next deck we have the Theory 11 Deadpool playing card set. Um, the packaging on this is pretty cool, but that's really the only thing maybe this deck has going for it, aside from some other stuff. So I guess not the only thing it has going for it. Um, I'm not really a fan of the Theory 11 boxes. They're kind of like papery and they fall apart easily. You can kind of see there. Um, if it'll focus, there's some like wear right here and up top here. Um, Camera almost wanted to focus there. I'll show it to you on another deck. I have a better looking deck, or also here, I guess, too. They get real torn up. They get torn up pretty easily. The Theory 11 boxes, so I'm not really a fan of the material that they use for these. They wear very easily, which is kind of a unfortunate. Sorry, my uh, monitor turned off, and now I'm blurry. There we go. Okay. Um, yeah, there's some. I forget what I was saying, but there's some cool designs on the packaging here. Um, so Deadpool on the side, Maximum Effort on top. It's pretty all right. Let's take a look at the inside of the deck of cards. Um, which way? Yeah. So you have because this deck, this and a couple other Theory 11 decks are based off of like the movies, so not necessarily the characters or the comics or anything like that. I know they have a Batman deck, and I'm kind of scared to get that one because I don't know what movies those are based off of. Um, if it's like the Batman, because the box looks like the chest of the Batman, Robert Pattinson, Matt Reeves Batman, but there could be other Batman in there. I'm not really super sure. Um, but here's what the cards kind of look like. But for some of these cards, it's they go after the more like popular um movie whatevers, I guess, rather than like the comics and whatnot, which is fine, which is cool, but sometimes it leaves a little more to be desired. Oh, I forgot that what I wanted to do also is kind of take one card from each deck, um, and be like, this is my favorite card in the deck. I didn't do that for the other one because I haven't really been through that one, but I guess for the Deadpool deck, um, honestly, I'm really not sure. We'll go with the Ace of Spades. Why not? It's a fun little design. Ace of Spades is always a classic card. Oops. Um, it's probably got the most going for it compared to some of the other ones. Uh, yeah. So pretty all right deck, but still not great. And I guess I'll say now. Give me 1 second. I have to count. I have a total of 12 decks of cards here with me. So this is ranked 11 out of 12, and the other one is 12 out of 12 for worst deck. But yeah, overall it's fine. I guess it's a whatever deck. I guess. Um, yeah. So on to the next one. Is this Apollo Space NASA deck? This one's okay. This one's cool. Yeah, it's all right. I guess I don't really know what to say about it. It's the back of the card is that. Um, what I do like about this deck, although it has that plasticky feeling that the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation deck had, is it, that's what it feels like. It's not a great feeling deck. Um, Not very nice to handle, but it is cool that it has like some NASA and space facts and things on it. I haven't actually read through all of these. I've read through maybe a couple. Um, Give me 1 second. Sorry, my monitor keeps turning off. Um, yeah, I'm sure if I had gone through these, I would have decided like, oh, based off of maybe like one of the facts, which fact I like the most, but I didn't. So there's that. Um, Overall, it's a fine deck. It's nothing great, and I honestly really don't like handling these cards. Um, so yeah, so I guess favorite card out of the deck. We'll go with two of spades. Why not? I guess. I don't know. Uh, we'll take a look real quick. What else might there be? I'm not gonna really look at. I'm not really gonna read these, but um, so far, like the shot of the control room. I think that's what that was. Yeah, the control room. That was pretty cool. Bunch of other pictures. I know you guys can't see this, but I probably should be showing this to you, but I'm not. Uh, you know what? It's either the control room from Two of Spades, or it's One Small Step, the boot print. I mean, that's just iconic. Um, they really did a great job selling the realism of of faking the moon landing. But yeah. Also, this deck doesn't have that, or this box doesn't have that cutout. Let me actually show you that real quick with the Deadpool deck. Give me 1 second if I can get these cards back in here. Oh man, they really don't want to cooperate, huh? Oh, there we go. Got him. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So you flip it open, and then uh, there's that little extra flap there, so you could get your fingers in and pull the deck out from both sides. Really nice. Most of these decks will only have a cutout for the thumb right here and not open on the other side, so that's nice to have. Anyways, that's deck number 9, right? Or no, 10. Sorry. Yeah. So we have 12, 11, and 10. So now we are on deck 9, which is this Water Lantern Festival deck. Um, this one's also okay. I mean, I have like a more personal connection to this one because I got this from a Water Lantern Festival that I went with my girlfriend to. Um, and it's all right. It's pretty cool. Um, it's fine. It has that plasticky feeling. It actually has a better feel now that I'm handling it. It has a better feel than the what is it? Than the other than the NASA deck for some reason. I mean, that's kind of cool. That's nice. I didn't realize that. And then also they have like a bunch of quotes on them from people and stuff. I'm sure if I read through all of these, I could probably pick a card that had, my favorite quote on it. Um, yeah, so for this one, I guess we'll just go with I really have no clue which one to go with in terms of favorite card or favorite card. I'm sure I would choose one based off of which one was my favorite quote, but yeah, we'll go with Two of Spades again because it's a Dolly Parton quote, I guess. If you see someone without a smile, give them yours. It's pretty cool. Pretty nice, pretty fine, I guess. I'm doing this video kind of half-assed because, I don't know, I was just bored and wanted to make something, so yeah. And then I guess also I'll say that I hope I'm showing off these decks, but but what I wanted to say was for anyone who's wondering, my favorite suit are the diamonds. I love the diamonds. Favorite suit, and I will normally put those first whenever I'm opening and checking out a deck. I'll kind of rearrange the suits. I'll keep them in order from ace through king. Ace first, and then two, and then all the way down to king will be the last one. But I'll usually put the suits in order, so I'll put like usually diamonds, spades, hearts, and clubs. I really like the clubs the least, but I do have a deck that I actually like the clubs the most. But for most decks, it's I like the diamonds uh, most, and then aces second. So next deck is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles deck. My girlfriend got me this. It's a cool deck. It's a fun deck. Um, has that cutout in the front. Not any official like. It's an official like I guess deck. I mean licensed and everything, but it's not like a high quality uh, deck. Um, the feel is okay. It's kind of plasticky, but it's not as sticky as as again the Apollo one. You got some cool art of the classic Turtles cartoon TV show on here. Uh, pretty cool, pretty cool. Got to keep my like elbows uh, on the edge of my desk here, and then like also my wrists bent to a certain degree, or else you get a ton of glare. So sorry if you're getting glare. But yeah, just some like pretty cool art of the classic retro turtles and the Krang and the Foot Clan and Um, there are other characters, of course. Uh, you know. As for my favorite card in the deck, it's going to be Casey Jones. It's specifically the one where he's doing. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Right, yeah, right here. This one, two of spades. Man, the two of spades is just kicking ass on most of these decks. But I love this one because he's doing like the Foxy Wolverine jump scare pose, coming at you. So watch out. I think that's super funny. I think that's super fun. Probably would have been April O'Neil if her design looked better on the cards. I think she looks a lot better in the show than she does on these cards. She doesn't look great. I think there's something about her head that looks a little too big on some of these. I think there might be, yeah, there's one more of her here. Yeah, I think her head is a little too big. I don't think it's the hair. I think it's just like her head, and yeah, I don't know. So that's the Ninja Turtles deck. I also do like the little like kind of classic like pizza box look that you get if my camera wants to focus. There we go. The kind of like classic pizza box uh, design you get because of course Turtle Boys love pizza. Uh, so yeah. Okay. Putting this one back. Some of these are kind of hard to put back because um, the boxes are made like kind of the same on both sides. So you'll have like this end on the other side down here somewhere. And so it kind of makes a lip, and you kind of have to put the deck in a certain way to get that lip, um, to get underneath that lip, or I guess over the lip. Um, so the cards will actually like push down into the deck. At least the ones close to here. You don't have to worry about the cards towards the middle, but it's really that first card that's like right up against it is kind of tricky to get. But yes, that's what 5, so 12, 10, no, 12, 10. God, I can't count. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So that was deck 8. Eighth favorite deck out of 12. Next we have the another Marvel Studios Theory 11 collab. Um, it's the Spider-Man deck. This one is okay. I had higher hopes for it, but also I kind of shouldn't have at the same time. Hot take: I don't care for Tom Holland Spider-Man. Not that I don't like Tom Holland. I just don't like the way his character was written, and this deck just kind of pisses me off a little bit. Um, and yeah, I don't know. It's whatever, I guess. Um, this one with this deck box specifically, this is a Theory 11, just like the Deadpool one. So um, it has that weirder texture and just feel and different material. And so this is the one that I keep on me at all times. I know that's kind of weird considering like it's kind of like a middle of the road, like I don't really care for it kind of deck. But this is the deck I keep on me at all times, and I actually have one sealed that my girlfriend got me. She doesn't know that or she didn't know that I had this deck already, and so she bought it for me because she knows that I love Spider-Man. And this one I haven't opened yet. Still got the plastic and the sticker and everything on it. But you can see here like how much wear the box has compared, and it kind of looks worse in person. I feel like it's a little dirtier in person, of course, because it's just sitting in my bag that I take around with me everywhere. Um, but yeah, these Theory 11 boxes just don't hold up, and that's the one thing that I really don't like about them. Um, Although what I do like about this deck box is not only do you have a couple different Spider-Man faces, but also I just love the classic just like big eyes and circle for Spider-Man for his logo and whatnot. Um, Again, I'm not a big fan of the MCU Spider-Man. I'm not a fan of like how they made it like Doctor Strangey because I mean I know Doctor Strange helps out Spider-Man a lot in the comics and stuff, but just they kind of leaned a lot into it, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, let's take a look at the box. A cool detail about the box, though, I will say, although it's hard to see, you can really see it here, though. I feel like if I opened up the deck box more, you might see more detail. But there's a costume that Spider-Man wears. It's like the reverse. He pretty much makes his costume inside out, and so all the circuitry and stuff is on the outside. And so this is kind of a reference to that because, or where they make the inside of the deck box black and then have all this like gold, kind of all these gold accents and stuff. So that's a pretty cool detail that I do like. And then I think the backs of the cards again. I love the classic Spider-Man logos and everything, and it's harder to tell on the actual box because it's kind of dirty. But you actually get the three different Spider-Men because this was made for and after um, No Way Home. Of course, if you know about that, um, then yeah, and if not, then spoilers because there's actually some really cool cards in here that feature that. So anyway, you have Tom Spider-Man, or yeah, I guess the MCU Spider-Man. This one is um, Andrew's The Amazing, and then you have Toby's, I guess, just classic, original, just Spider-Man there, and that's super cool. So yeah, these feel great. These are Ethereal 11. Ethereal 11 really know how to make some great feeling cards. Um, so I love to handle them. And I just wanted the reason I got these specifically was because I wanted like a cool deck of cards to keep on me. This was after Deadpool had come out, or Deadpool and Wolverine had come out, and uh, and I just wanted like a cool deck of cards to just keep on me that I could kind of just like fidget with and mess around with and whatnot, and not worry too much about like um, bending them or whatever. Not that I really mess with these anyway, but yeah, I just wanted some cool, nice looking cards and nice feeling cards as well. So I got this deck. So here are the Jokers. It's Jay Jonah and Flash. Um, they're whatever. They're fine, I guess. I don't know. I don't really care. And then here's some kind of flavor cards, I guess. This one's really cool. This is the Ace of Spades. It's the Spider-Man pointing meme with all three different Spider-Men. You have Tom's, Andrews, and Toby's in there, and that's super cool. Says trust your tingle. Um, and then after that, you just get like some pretty basic suits with like some webbing in them. It's kind of hard to tell on camera because I'm not using the best camera, but that's what that is. And then they don't get special until like the Jacks, Kings, and Queens. So you have Nick Fury there, Agent Hill, I think is her name, and then Tom's first Stark suit, and then his homemade suit. That's a pretty cool card. And then this one, I'm not really like sure what it's supposed to be. Some Doctor Strange thing, I guess. Again, it's just the same kind of thing. There's some webbing design in here. It's not just a red card. Sorry, my monitor keeps turning off. It's not just a basic like red suit. There's some webbing, but it's kind of hard to see. It is. It's really hard to see. Wow. But yeah, there's like design in there, but it's not great. And then you have Happy, um, Marissa Tomei's Aunt May, and then this one's really cool. This is Toby and Andrew, the Amazing, and I guess also the Amazing because that's how Bruce Campbell introduces him. Super cool card. I do wish that they kind of each got their own card, but it's whatever. A cool detail, I guess, is that Andrew's showing off his mechanical web shooter, and then he has his glove off, because he has organic webbing. Um, Super cool. And then this was the card I was always like confused about. I have no clue what this is supposed to be. Is this Shocker? Is this like it can't be Venom. This is the one card that always confused me. I was like, what is this supposed to be? What is this referencing? Um, so yeah, these are the clubs. Again, just clubs with some webbing in them. This one's really cool. This is Mysterio and Vulture, and then you have uh what's her name? Um, I don't even remember what her name was, but the love interest from Homecoming. And then you have, oh, this one's great. You have, of course, Green Goblin and Doc Ock, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, and Alfred Molina's Doc Ock. Super great, super cool, love it. Uh, Probably like second or third best card in the deck. Um, yeah, and then you have Iron Man Diamonds for the Ace of Diamonds, and then Ned, MJ, and two of Tom's other suits. So yeah. As for favorite card in the deck, let me take a look. It's either the Ace of Spades, because classic Spider-Man pointing meme, always super fun, or it's um, the one with Toby and Andrew, or it's the one with Green Goblin and Doc Ock. I'll go with the King of Hearts because it's got my favorite Spider-Man Andrew on there. The Amazing, love him. So that's the Spider-Man deck by Theory 11. Pretty middle of the road deck, depending on what kind of Spider-Man fan you are, I guess. Um, yeah. Let's put these away. Next up, we have another Theory 11 deck. This is the Back to the Future deck. I'm honestly not sure which one would go where in terms of which one I like more. If it's this one or the last one, the Spider-Man deck, because like these are pretty tied, and I'll show you why. Um, but this is the box. You got the DeLorean on the back with the flux capacitor in the middle, and the 88, right? Yeah, the 88 uh, next to them with some clocks and um, nuclear symbols. Uh, Anything else? Any other cool details? Top of the deck says powered by flux capacitor, and then I think down here it says Great Scott. Um, with like the license plate at a time with like some fire behind it. It's kind of hard to see. There you go. Let's take a look at it. Oh no, this isn't Theory 11. This is Bicycle. My bad. I don't know why I said Theory 11. It's because the box threw me off. It has that Theory 11 box style, and I'm really not a fan of it. Um, yeah, but let's take a look at these. So I will say, first thing I want to say about this deck is this deck is unique in a way, not entirely unique. But there's something about this deck that most decks can't do. And I know that sounds weird. You're like, what can this deck do that others can't? This deck tells you, along with some of the other ones, I guess, that I've looked at. I didn't really mention it before. Sorry, my monitor turned off for another time. Okay. Uh, anyway, so what this deck kind of shows you, because of the back of the card, is the proper orientation for each card. Some cards, if the deck has like a perfectly like mirrored split down the middle, split in half like uh, mirrored image. I guess I'll take out the Spider-Man one to show you real quick. Right, so both sides of these cards are identical. So no matter how you split it, if you split it like long ways or short ways like this, the opposite side is always going to match. It's always going to mirror. And so you have no real way of telling what the proper orientation is unless you flip the card over and maybe have a card that has, uh, you know, um, a very obvious, uh, orientation. But also, I'll take out another card from the Spider-Man. Let's do from the Spider-Man deck. Let's do, yeah, perfect. Two of spades. Always good. Here we are again with the two of spades, getting a lot of attention this video. You can't tell. you can't tell which orientation it is. Um, no matter what, is this the way it's supposed to be? Is this the way it's supposed to be? And for most people, it's not a big deal, but for me, I like to know whenever I put my decks in order. And for some of these cards, it's like, well, I guess I just have to pick which way I want to be up. Um, or whenever I open up the deck, I have to make sure, like, okay, do not turn this card around, and if you do, do not forget to turn it back around because then it won't be in the proper orientation. I know it's kind of weird, but it's something I find myself wanting to keep track of. But not every deck can do it, and it's harder to do with some decks than others. So I just wanted to throw that out there. That is a thing that I like about the Back to the Future deck is that because of the flux capacitor on the back of the card, um, you are able to orient this deck in a way that some, or I guess most decks aren't able to. Now, I don't know how correct that is, how many decks, because there's a lot of different decks of cards out there in the world, um, and I don't know the percentage of how many have like this kind of uh, ability, I guess, but this kind of unique thing. But I feel like it's more often or less often than not that a deck of cards you're able to do that with a deck of cards. So that is something that this deck has going for it over the Spider-Man deck. Um, but yeah, so great. Also, just aside from that, good art on the back. I mean, you already kind of saw it with this, but this is what it looks like. Again, you have all the symbols and the DeLorean and whatnot. Super cool. Are these the okay? Flip it over here. So we have some kind of, I guess, like flavor cards first. So we have, let's see, I don't know which ones to show off first. So we have the Jokers, which make the DeLorean in front of the clock tower. That's super cool. We have one that's shaped like a cassette on both sides, with some like, you know, licensing stuff, I guess. That's pretty cool. A side and B side. What else to say? 1985, 1955, and yeah, 1985. Okay, cool. And then you have just a card that has the front of the box on it. So those are pretty cool. Leave these there, I guess. Okay. So now we have Ace of Spades, which has the DeLorean on it. Monitor turned off again. I need to like find a way. Give me 1 second, actually. Hold on. All right. I just put on a random video, um, and I just muted it, so that's gonna be playing in the background. So hopefully my monitor doesn't turn off, so I don't have to keep doing that because it's annoying. All right. So we have here the Ace of Spades. It's got the DeLorean in the front. Back to the Future bicycle. Some other stuff. Yeah, some other stuff. And then you have just some basic playing cards with like the little border with the DeLorean on it. Um, Pretty cool. And then the numbers are pretty unique in the way those look. They have like little arrows at the ends of them. So those are pretty cool. And then of course we don't get uh, you know anything crazy until the Jacks, Kings, and Queens, of course. So we have I think this is I can't tell if this is old Biff. This is 1985 Biff as the Jack. We have Marty's sister as the Queen and Doc in his um, Doc whenever he's first showing off the DeLorean to Marty because he has the controller and the radiation suit or whatever, I guess, or radiation showing the plutonium that's needed to generate the 1.21 gigawatts of power to power the flux capacitor. So yeah, and we have the Ace of Diamonds. Welcome to Hill Valley. Um, some more diamonds with some stuff. Then we have Marty, which is our Jack of Diamonds. He's got his cassette player or his Walkman and his skateboard, um, which I just noticed now that this is the wrong kind of skateboard. This is a more modern skateboard. The one he has um, is shaped differently. Uh, I just realized that. So, yeah. And then we have the Queen of Diamonds, who is his mom, with the cake for his jailbird uncle, his uncle who's always going in jail, and then his dad, also from 1985, Heart, Ace of Hearts, or no, yeah, Ace of Hearts is the DeLorean with the clock tower in the back, kind of hard to see, but that's that. And then we have Marty from 1955 doing the Earth Angel and with his guitar doing Earth Angel and Johnny Be Good before he kicks the amp down, and then his mom also from 1955 and his dad from 1955 was his binoculars because he was perving on Marty's mom from across the street. Uh, so yeah, and then we have the clock tower, which is more of like a courthouse if anything, but I don't know. Then we have 1955 Biff. We have the Save the Clock Tower lady, and we have 1955 Doc with his blueprints and stuff, being like, uh, who's the president of in 1985, and then Marty's like, Ronald Reagan, and then Doc's like, Ronald Reagan, the actor? Next, you're gonna tell me Secretary of whatever is this person, and he's running and dropping all the blueprints and everything. Um, this deck is fine. It's fine. Um, there are some cards I would definitely change out, like his sister, because you have his sister, but you don't have his brother. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Why are you gonna have his sister and not his brother? You could have done the picture with like all three of them that starts to fade. You have two different Doc cards and two different Marty cards. I mean, of course, why wouldn't you? But like, there's three movies, and you're only representing two of them in this, if anything, um, because he goes back to 1955 twice. He goes, to 1955 in the first movie, and then he goes back in the second movie, and then he's there already in the third movie at the start. Um, you know, and then there's also his girlfriend that you're completely missing, and so you have her, or you have the Save the Clock Tower lady, but you don't have her, and then you also have the Welcome to Hill Valley sign instead of her. Um, you also completely missed like anything and everything from Back to the Future 3, which is my personal favorite Back to the Future movie. I love the Western setting. I think it's super fun. There's a, you know, you have a couple opportunities to replace some of these cards with Clint Eastwood, Marty, and Western Doc and everything. Um, the Welcome to Hill Valley sign you could have left that one out probably. His sister you could have left out. You probably could have left out maybe like everyone from 1985 who isn't Doc and Marty. What else could we have left out? Could have changed. Well, also change the skateboard because that's not the right kind of skateboard. Um, I guess even his parents, those are fine. Um, the Ace of Hearts could have been, different because I mean you already have so much DeLorean representation, and I mean the DeLorean is the iconic thing in Back to the Future, but I don't know. Do you really need it that much? Um, you know, you have his parents when they're young. I mean, you have a lot of cards you could really do stuff with. I mean, you didn't really even need to you know, like the what I guess I'll use the Apollo Space NASA deck as an example. Every card is extremely different, or not extremely, but every card is different. Where yeah, they have the number in the suit, but every card has a different fact about something, and you could have done so much um, with any and all of the other cards that you had in the deck. And I actually have another deck that I'm going to show off in a little bit that I'll try to remember to recall back to this, um, where they do something different with every single card. And so that's just a criticism that I have of this is there was so much else they could have put in that they didn't. And this is more of, I guess, a Back to the Future 1 deck, not necessarily Back to the Future series, because that's what Theory 11 did, is Theory 11 kind of does a series, like how the whole deck is um, representative of all of the Spider-Man MCU movies, or all of the Marvel Studios Spider-Man Tom Holland movies. The Deadpool deck is all three of the Deadpool movies. This is purely just Back to the Future One, which I guess, but still, where's his girlfriend? Um, where's Principal Skinner? Where's Einstein? There's no Einstein representation, right? I mean, I love Back to the Future. Back to the Future is one of my favorite things in the world, next to I don't know, next to a bunch of stuff, right? So some of these cards, um, there's more to be desired for me personally, but it's still fun, it's still cool, it's still nice. Again, also just the deck box could have been a little bit different. I'm not a fan of how this feels. Um, but yeah, so I don't know, just I guess I don't know. I got really heated with this one because I guess I had the most to say about it. But yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's cool. It's whatever. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. So that is deck number what are we on? So 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, right? 6. This is deck 6. This is the midway deck, right? So now it's only really up from here. I mean, it's been up since 12, but this is truly like the middle ground. These two are like truly the middle of the road decks. Um, but I still do like. I think I will say definitively I like the Back to the Future deck more than the Spider-Man deck. Um, so yeah, so on to deck number 5. We have the Bicycle Cyberpunk Cybernetic deck. This one, um, super cool. They made 3 different Cyberpunk decks. This one is the Cybernetic, and I have one more that I will show off because that's the only other one I have. I really just want one of each, just to have the full set. Even though I don't really care for uh, the one that I don't have, and this one is also okay. It's fine. But the other one is just better. The other one that I do have is just better. But you have this great, of course, cybernetic looking design. I mean, the bicycle is just in the classic bicycle font, I think. Um, and then the rest of the deck is unique. You have whatever this is, I guess. I don't really know what this says, if this says anything. Um, you have this is what the back of the card is going to look like. Um, yeah, and then on all bicycle decks, or on most of them, they have uh, the United States playing card company on the side, and then air cushioned finish made in USA also on the other side. So I haven't really been showing that off, but that's a thing. So let's open this up. The box is more plasticky rather than papery. I feel like, and I like these a lot better. Yeah. So here are the flavor cards, I guess. You have one with like all the social media stuff, whatever. You have the Jokers, and then you have just a card that has purely just the backing on both sides. Jokers are cool. They're fun. They're neon. Um, yeah, so there's that. And then you have Ace of Spades here. I love the way these suits look. They have kind of a more angular, rigid design. I mean, the best you can see it is with Ace of Spades here. Um, but you can kind of tell uh, how rigid they are. Um, More so in person. They're not as easy to tell, I guess, on camera, but I think they're cool. Um, we have the Jack, super cool. King, Queen, or Queen, King. Diamond. Not nearly as much to say about this deck. It's just a cool looking deck, and you'll notice that for all of the Cyberpunk decks, or at least the two that I have, the king and queen are pretty much the exact same thing. The only thing that's different is really just the background that the suits are actually on the actual card itself. But regardless, I still think both are really cool. Um, so yeah, not much else to say. It's just yeah, it's cool. It's fine. It's nice. Um, yeah. Maybe this one might be number six instead of the Back to the Future might be number five. I'm not entirely sure. This might be seven. I'm not entirely sure about that one. I might have to re-rank them a little bit, but we'll see. As well, I guess well yeah, number four. All right, so here's number four. Just a classic blue bicycle deck. Um, doesn't get better than this. I mean, it does for me personally, but this is number four because it's just there's nothing wrong with it. At least for the most part. I don't think these are the jumbo or the magnified kind of um, cards. These are just the regular, which if they were like the more jumbo, or they might be kind of no, I think these are just kind of regular cards. I don't know why they look big to me, but if they were like the magnified versions, um, for people who can't see as well, then it might go down because I don't care for how those look. I like seeing all the suits on the card. Um, and I don't have every single card in this deck. I don't think. I think I'm missing a couple because I was throwing them around or something like that. But you really just don't get more. Uh, you know, I mean, this is just a classic deck. There's nothing wrong with it. Um, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a great deck. Cards look great. Yeah, I'm not really gonna spend too much longer on there because it's just it's fine. It's good. It's good. It's fun. Um, Only thing that would make it better is if it was red. I like the red decks more than the blue decks. Um, but I mean, I could really pick one up at any time if I really wanted to. Yeah, there's that one. Super dirty. I mean, yeah, you can definitely tell how dirty that is right there. So it's seen a lot of use. It's seen a lot of use. So there's that one. That one's number four. Definitively number four, without a doubt. Um, I love where it's at. So here we go. Now we are at the top three. It doesn't get tricky until top two, but we'll get to that. I'll talk about that whenever we get there. As for number three deck, we have the Bicycle Stargazer deck. This is also a deck that was released in like a set or in a there were a couple different Stargazer decks. I don't know which one this one is specifically, but this one is my favorite. This one was a gift. I remember telling the person about this deck, and they got it for me, and that's super cool. Um, great box design. I just love. This is what the back of the cards look like. I love the way it looks. I think it's beautiful. There's like a green one, a red one, maybe an orange one. I forget what other Stargazer decks there are, but I think the backs are all different. But this one is my favorite hands down. I mean, it just looks great. Um, yeah, they look great whenever you spin them. Yeah, I just love it. I love the way they look. Here are the Jokers and some other legal cards. See if I can kind of cover this up because that glare is nasty. These are also super cool. I think they look great. One thing about this deck that the biggest downside to this deck for myself is I mean just look at these cards. They're beautiful. Just the way they glow. I mean they don't actually glow, but they look like they glow, and that's the important thing. That's the really special thing about these. Um, but anyway, back to the one downside that I have about this deck. I mean, they just look great. Um, the one downside is that they look too good. No, um, the one downside to this deck for me is I like playing solitaire. I know that's maybe weird. Um, but I love playing solitaire, and that's why I also like I like okay, I really need to focus my thoughts here. So I like playing poker. I like solitaire. I recently discovered a new solitaire game called Scoundrel. That one's really fun too. Um, but classic like solitaire, I love playing. I love like whipping out one of these decks. I love whipping out my deck, if you know what I mean. And ibuprofen, wit away. um, but no, I love like you know grabbing a deck that I love especially, and playing solitaire. And so the way solitaire works is you have to get the cards in order. I'm not going to like explain it super well, but you have to get the cards in order to like kind of organize them. It's an organizing game, right? And you organize them in into suits and also into the numbers. Um, but you can't stack two black cards on each other. It has to be black, then red, then black, then red. And with these, whenever you're playing solitaire, um, the suits, I mean, I guess they don't look too similar in person, but like whenever you're actually playing, compared to like if I had another deck, right? Because all of the like little like numbers and suits and or numbers and ranks and whatnot are all white. So you really have to actually like see uh the suit on the side of the card, but then if you go a little bit further, the suit in the corner, I guess maybe not for the kings and queens, but the suit in the corner for most of the other cards are always red, and so that kind of throws things off a little bit. But let me try to pull out another card. Hopefully, I'm not an idiot and get proven wrong here. But yeah, so you can see the king and the ace of diamonds and spades are different colors, and that's a lot easier to identify. It's not as easy to identify whenever using this deck for a game of solitaire. And I mean, you can use a deck of cards for a lot of different things, but specifically classic solitaire, this deck is a little harder to play with. Um, Regardless, I still love it. I still think it's great, um, and it's top three, uh, easily top three. Now that I'm actually like ranking these. Um, so yeah, so that's the Stargazer deck. I don't know which one specifically that this is, um, but I love it. I think it's great. Put this back in here. All right, so here we have the top two. Now these ones are real hard for me, because for the longest time, one of these decks, uh, I was like, this is my favorite deck of all time, and then I got another one, and then I got the other one, that it's tied with, and I'm like, this one is also just amazing. So for now, I'm gonna do them in the order of which they're equally as good. I think they're equally as good. They're both like great, or they're great really, in their own ways. But just to keep it simple, I'll just show you one then the other. So this one I got more recently. This is the Bicycle Paper Royals. This deck is so fun to look at. I mean, it's just so cute. The art is incredible. Um, this could be number one, but I'm really not sure because the other deck that I have, it's been number one for so long that I don't want it to be like dethroned. And that it also just like has like a special place in my heart because I just think it's so cool. But this one is just it's a cool deck, but it's just also so cute. The other one is cool. This one is cute, and like they just like can't like if it's a tug of war, no one's budging. you know. So this is the other side of the deck. This isn't what the back of the deck looks like. Normally it would be, but not in this case. They're just showing off the super cute art that this deck has. And I actually bought this deck for my friend. I saw it. There were like sometimes I would just like browse the bicycle playing card website, and I saw this on there, and I was like, oh, this is totally up my friend's alley. It's got like cute art. He loves art. And I was like, I gotta get this for him, and so I got it for him for his birthday or for Christmas, I think. And I was like, I have to get myself one because it's just so cool. I was like, I have to get myself one of these as well. Um, it, the it's in collaboration with an artist. I don't know who the artist is. There's some names up here, Winnie, Yippee, and Vink, but I think that's the names of the characters in the art. So this is the deck box. Um, it's just super cute. So let's pop it open and get inside. This is what the back of the cards look like. Um, they're great. Or yeah. So I guess this is what the back of the cards look like. I didn't realize that I thought I had most of the deck like this, but I didn't. Anyways, this is what the back of the deck looks like. Ton of detail. Super cute. Take a look at that. Pause it if you want. Um, super cute. I mean, what else can you say? So these are the Jokers. I have never really actually looked. Oh my goodness, who is this? I rarely ever look at the Jokers in these cards. This is so fucking cute. This is so cute. I never realized how cute this one was. Oh my god. Oh, it is so precious. I won't allow myself to put a Joker as my favorite card, and I know that's weird. I want it to be an actual like card in the deck. Uh, but this is so cute. This is adorable. Oh my goodness. And then you have these. Yeah, so these go together and make a little image. Trying to align it the best I can here while also showing it off to the camera. Yeah, super cute. Super cute. Paper royals. And then there's some stuff on the back, some lore. I guess I'll read it for you. Yeah, I'll read it for you. Once upon a time, in a cardboard dreamland, BBG, the spirited adventurer, hatched a plan for the most whimsical tea time party ever. With V5, the automated helper by their side, with V5, the automated helper by their side, they brewed up a fantastical tale where tea sipping antics and cardboard castles mingled and paper royals became the stage where fantasy and reality shared a merry dance. So yeah, super cute, super cute. Let's get into the actual deck. Give me 1 second while I reshuffle these, um, because they're not in the right order that I normally would. I was messing with these early and I just forgot to kind of reorganize them. So let me reorganize them real quick, and then I'll be back. Okay, we're back. So I got done reorganizing all the cards, and I put them in order of my favorite suits. Um, my favorite. Oh, actually, before I get. No, yeah, okay. So we'll show off the cards first. Uh, this is the. I think I mentioned it earlier. This is the deck that the club's my normally least favorite suit in the deck. Is actually my favorite because I love just how cute this character is and how like they gave her like club shaped hair. I think it's just super adorable. Of course, not in all of them like this one. She doesn't have it, but I just love. Uh, I think it's so adorable. This one is so good. This one is probably contender for favorite card. I did do my favorite card for um some of the last couple ones. I just realized that, but they're all, let's face it, they're all kind of the same, literally. Not that they aren't cool, but um, uh, yeah, they're just not as unique as this deck. But just so cute. I mean, just so cute. Just look at that. Adorable, adorable. Little twins. She's got a little Jack, cute, Queen, King, and some of these connect. I'll show these connecting in a little bit. But then you have the hearts. Hearts are super cute. Oh, there we go. Yeah, super cute. I love these little like shorts or whatever she has on. I think they're adorable. There's another card in here somewhere where I think they look even more cute. This so cute. I love the way like the balloons are lifting her up and they're just kind of hanging out. It's so cute. So cute. I love the way she looks in this. She looks like super mischievous in this. Twins again. Jack, Queen. This one's adorable because this one is like the clubs. This one reminds me of the clubs. Uh, her as the king, and then now we have the robot friend, who's still super cute, but not as cute as the girl. Still super cool though. Very cool robot guy. This one's pretty badass. Him as like the Jack, and he's got this axe and crown and cape or whatever. Super cool. Is that the yeah, okay. Want to make sure we didn't skip a card. And then him in blue. Super cool. Losing the balloons. Did I skip one? I think so. Maybe not. I don't know. This one's also pretty badass. Queen. Ah, mustache. Mustache is super cool. All right, so let me show off the ones that connect real quick. Put them together. Is it this and then these? Yeah. Okay. So here we have the first one. This is the King and Queen of Diamonds and King of Queen of Clubs connecting, and they're having like this little like fight. Oh, they're having like this little like fight or whatever. The cat. Oh, I keep knocking these over. Um, super cool. That's what they connect and look like. Um, these are the two ends. He blasted her with the just super cute all around, super cool. Just great looking. So there's that one, and then you have another one. This time it's tea time on this one. They're sitting down, having some nice tea, nice little feast. Just cute, just cute, adorable, great looking. Um, yeah, this deck is awesome. And I think I was talking about this one in the back with this one. Yeah, I was talking about this one in the Back to the Future deck, where this deck is also one of those where you know there's something about it that you're able to tell the orientation of the cards, so that always the cards will be always a certain facing a certain way, and like having them in like a right orientation, and there is a right way to have the card facing. I think that's what I was talking about whenever I was uh, talking about the Back to the Future deck. There might have been something else, but I honestly can't remember what it was. But this deck is awesome. I love it. Um, it's great. It's just super cool. Um, as for my favorite card in the deck, it's tough because I was going through it, showing you guys, and I didn't realize how badass the robot looked. And until I really like paid attention to it. Um, I really don't know which one is my favorite. It's either between like this one, the Seven of Hearts, because I just think it's something super cute about it. Um, yeah, it's got to be Seven of Hearts or maybe Queen of Hearts is also pretty good. Queen of Hearts is also pretty good. Three of clubs. Three of clubs, cute. Nine of clubs, also super cute. I'll go with one of the clubs. Let me see which club I want to go with. Um, yeah, we'll go with six of clubs. Favorite card in the deck as of right now, as of recording this, six of clubs. Super cute. All right, put this one back, and we will move on to our number one deck, which probably um I'm gonna speculate now. I'm gonna theorize now uh, that I'm gonna have a lot less to say about that one than I will uh, this one, but it'll still be tied for first. I really don't know if this is number two or number one. I really can't decide. But anyway, so here's what it's competing with in terms of number one: Bicycle, Cyberpunk, Cyber City. This one is super cool. I love the way the back looks on these cards. Um, Excuse me, sorry. It's late, but I wanted to make something, so yeah, I think it's super cool. Um, yeah, super cool. We have our social media cards or whatever, and then our flavor card and our jokers and everything. The shapes for these cards are the same as the last one. Um, if my camera wants to focus. Of course, at the very end, it wants to. There we go. Be difficult. The shape's the same. It's just the back of the card is different. The background, and I really just like this background a whole lot more. Um, well, I guess we'll just say favorite card of the deck is spades or diamond. So here's the jack, queen, king. Diamond also looks super solid. Usually they give they make the spade look the most. They give the spade the most character. Unfortunately, I feel like other cards should be given character, but not in most decks. This one I really don't know what else I can say about it. It's the same as the other Cyberpunk deck, but it's just different background. But it's still um, great looking. I think it's better looking than the other one, but yeah, a lot less to say about this one. But I still think it's such a cool deck, and this was my favorite. This was my number one for the longest time, just because I love the way it looks. Um, and I really can't decide this one or the other one, which one is definitively my favorite. But yeah, that's the Cyberpunk Cyber City deck. Jokers. Yeah. So that is my definitive ranking, if you will, of my small card deck of cards collection. Um, I guess I'll try to put them all out. Uh, Show them all off real quick. Go with these here. Can't beat the classics. Um, these I don't know how to rank these really. This one, do this maybe. I think I want to say probably go with that. Let me take a look at these. Yeah, so we got top two. I really don't know which one. This one just has a lot going for it. This one doesn't have as much going for it, but I just really still love this one. This one's great, great. Um, yeah, I'll go with the Back to the Future one. Thinking about it, there are some things that I still don't like about it, but if I really think about it, and now that I recognize that it's for the first movie only, um, it's a pretty good deck. There are some other things. There were some things that I probably would have changed, but it's still a good looking deck. Um, and then yeah, it'd be Spider-Man probably, and then Cyber City, Ninja Turtles, Water Lantern Festival, Apollo, Deadpool, Christmas Vacation. So that is my ranking of my current card deck of card collection. And thank you for watching. See ya.